Hey everybody, this is Steve Moore, owner of Run More, a brick and mortar running shop located in Westminster, Maryland. Today, I wanted to spend a few minutes and talk about some of our most popular shoes that we're currently carrying to help people get over their plantar fasciitis. While the name of my shop is Run More, I'd say a good 50% of the people that come through our door are just walkers, or maybe somebody who's looking for a shoe that they can use for work. Most of the people that do come in looking for a shoe like that come in with some sort of foot ailment. Maybe they're on their own, or maybe they were sent from a podiatrist or a PT saying you need to take care of your feet. You need to find something more stable, something that has a little bit better arch profile than what you're wearing now. So I wanted to go through a couple of the models that we've seen people come in hurting, stumbling, walking in with all kinds of agony, and then maybe when I see them a few months later, things are right back to normal. So I'm going to pull these in a strategic order. You're going to kind of see as we're going through the list, we're starting with shoes that are more traditional by look and appearance, and they're going to be something that, like, if you're coming from just an everyday knock-around shoe, they're pretty easy to get into, and we're going to kind of work our way through it. All of these shoes have really easy removable inserts that you can slide your own orthotic in, a custom, or just an over-the-counter if you're looking for an additional support. I will say, all of these shoes are classified as stability models. So essentially, they've already been integrated with something like this into the shoe. But if you wanted to double up, you have that opportunity with all of these shoes. I wanted to start first with the Brooks Beast. The men's version is called the Brooks Beast, but the identical shoe on the women's side is called the Brooks Ariel. So if you're a female, you're going to look for the Ariel. If you're a men's, you're going to look for the Beast. What's nice about both these shoes is they both come in a couple different colors, and they both come in standard, wide, and super wide. So if you're a female and you need like a 2E, or you're a man and you're looking for a 4E, you have those options between these shoes, which is different from most of the shoes on my wall. Most of the shoes that we carry don't have such a wide option, but you can find that here. They also, as I just showed, have a really nice, really sturdy and deep insert that comes with it. So this takes up a good amount of room in here, so if you did need to add something to this shoe, it really will accommodate an orthotic, probably better than most of the shoes that I carry in the store in general. It has a very defined arch profile. So as you can see, it has a really big buildup of support along the arch here, but it also has a big support on the outside of the shoe. What we find with people with plantar fasciitis, especially as they're first getting into it, is you're almost walking away from the pain, right? If your arch is really hurting you and it's really tender and it's really hard to put pressure on it, you start almost walking away from it. You start putting more pressure on the outside of the shoe. This shoe has a tremendous amount of lateral support. So it's going to help you on both sides of your foot to kind of keep you natural in the middle and protect and hold that arch up and let the inflammation calm down a little bit. This shoe I talked about being sort of a traditional shoe. It has a very normal looking aspect aesthetically to it. It has a very traditional drop, which refers to how high the heel hit from the toe. If you're just walking by some of this shoe, it just looks like an everyday athletic shoe, but there's actually a lot of technology in this shoe that's got a ton of support. You know, I even say the reason why I love the shoe, it's called a Beast, because it's a beast of a shoe. It's a maximum cushion, maximum stability shoes. There's not a lot of shoes that we carry out there that's got more support than the Beast/Ariel. So it's going to be a really good option for you if you're just looking for something. You're going to order it over the internet. You can walk into most athletic shoe stores and find something like this, and it should give you some immediate relief. Right now, of all the shoes that we've been carrying, HOKA seems to be the most popular. They've really taken off. The brand has just skyrocketed in popularity. And for plantar fasciitis, the Gaviota has given us the most improvement for people on their relief that they're looking for. This shoe, much like the Beast, is very stable. The difference between these two is you can see the Beast has this little plastic piece here that just kind of covers along the arch. The Gaviota has a full piece that's more dense all the way around the foot. What we like about this shoe that's different from the Beast is that this shoe is built on a bit of a curve. All HOKA shoes, in fact, are built on a slight curve, so as you walk, the shoe sort of moves with you. And you can see why that would be advantageous if you're trying to deal with and help get yourself over plantar fasciitis. It almost stretches out your foot as you're moving through it. And if you're dealing with plantar fasciitis, you're probably sitting at home and doing the roll the water bottle under your foot, roll a golf ball under your foot, try to stretch out the foot the best that you can. So by walking in a HOKA, this shoe is almost like you're doing a little bit of physical therapy while you're just everyday walking. It also has a very tall instep to it, so again, it accommodates if you were going to add an orthotic, custom, or just over the counter, it's going to accommodate it very well. It comes in standard and it comes in a regular wide width. It's very light and it's very high cushion. So if you wanted to try something in the HOKA family and you were dealing with plantar fasciitis, the Gaviota, by far the best option out there for you to give a try out. Moving on to one of our favorites here at the shop, it's the ALTRA PARADIGM. So we're talking about how like the Beast and the Ariel have a very traditional heel to toe drop to it. If you're somebody who finds yourself walking around the house barefoot all the time, if you just like the feeling of just more of an all-natural sensation, then ALTRA shoes are probably what you're looking for. They have what's called a zero drop. The heel and the toe are on the same platform. So if you're somebody who walks around in Birkenstocks or something like that and you're dealing with plantar fasciitis and you don't want to go to something so bulky and traditional like one of the other shoes we talked about, this is where you want to be. It has this beautiful round wide toe box to it. It's called a foot-shaped toe box, but it has tremendous support around the arch. And like we just talked about the Gaviota, how the shoe's built on a curve so it kind of rolls with your foot. One of the neat things about Altras is because the heel is low and the arch is high, it's kind of doing the same thing. As you're walking, it sort of helps stretch out your foot a little bit. It's a much more natural sensation, has this really good stability on the inside and on the outside of the foot. So same thing, it's holding your foot in place. So if you're going this way or you're going this way, it's gonna lock you in place. By having this round toe box to it as well, it just helps with natural circulation. And they've talked about there's so many different ways plantar fasciitis can come on, whether you are somebody who walks around barefoot around your house, wearing shoes that don't have enough arch support, maybe it's a circulation thing, maybe it's a calf thing. There's a ton of different things that can bring on plantar fasciitis, but having a nice rounded toe box can certainly help with some of the aspects of circulation in your foot and just regular overall foot health. Also, nice deep instep, you can fit an orthotic into it very easily. So kind of depending on what you're looking for, there's an option out there. I also wanted to give you two other things that I'd recommend for just general home use. We talked about walking around barefoot, and we see here at the shop, like September is the busiest month of people coming here with plantar fasciitis. Why? Because people have been walking around the pool all summer long. You've been walking around barefoot, it's nice out, you're in the grass, you're not taking care of your feet. But really, you can wear great athletic shoes all the time if you're walking and running or at work, but there's a lot of other hours in the day. So if you're wearing a good stability shoe with an orthotic, whatever you may be doing, and then you go home and you slip them off and you walk around barefoot, you're doing yourself a disservice. So you really should be looking for something to wear around the house, which sometimes you don't want to wear a shoe inside your house. These are HOKA recovery slides. While they might be really ugly, they're actually great. I live in these shoes outside of work. I keep a pair in my car and I have a pair by my door. They're like my house shoes. They have the same stability that you're gonna find in like a Gaviota. It has all the same characteristics except it looks like a slide. You can put it on and you're gonna take care of your arch just as much. Put these on, walk around your house, you're gonna see relief. I would say just as important as a good athletic shoe, I hear so many customers that come back and say, yeah, that shoe really helped, but it was some of the other things I was doing outside of my shoe wearing that got me over the plantar fasciitis. So HOKA or any type of stability flop or slide would be great. I have seen great success with the HOKA recovery slides. Another simple thing that just seems like how could that really help? Plantar fasciitis socks. This is from a brand called OS First that we carry. These are medical grade compression socks specifically targeted for plantar fasciitis. They have a little bit of support band around the Achilles, and then you'll see they have this really big band that holds your arch up in place. It's amazing how much this will do. And again, if you're somebody who doesn't want to wear house shoes or shoes around the house, this feels as if you're wearing a shoe. I pull these demos out all the time and people are so surprised about how supportive this can be. And I will also encourage you, if you're really suffering right now with plantar fasciitis, go ahead and double up. You can get yourself an athletic stability shoe. You can find a pair of plantar fasciitis socks and put them on those really hard days, those really long days. You'll be shocked how much better you feel. You gotta take care of your feet. You only get one pair. It's important that if you're dealing with plantar fasciitis, you're doing all the little recovery things at home. You're taking care of your feet, not just when you're running, not just when you're working, not when just you're walking, but when you're just walking around your house, when you're doing things when you're at home. Take care of it. You'll be surprised how much faster you can get over it, or other side of the coin, how long it will take to get over it if you're not doing all the little things. I hope that helps. Again, we deal with plantar fasciitis all the time here, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And if you wanted to purchase any of these fine products, you can get them on our website, and if you enter promo code RUNMORE, that's just RUNMOORE with no space, you'll save 10% and we'll ship them out for free. I hope you found this video insightful and useful, and if you did, do me a favor and give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us find new people out there. Thank you so much, and if you find yourself in the greater Westminster, Maryland area, stop by and say hello and try out some of these fine products. Hey, have a great day, and hopefully we'll see you around town.